Welcome back, everyone, to the Clay Soldier Battle Tournament 2017 Scavenger Edition. It is time for the quarterfinals. Now, quick thing to discuss. Due to the way the elimination matches were set up, we had a little bit of an imbalance for teams, which was perfectly fine when they were facing each other, because both teams had more items. However, now that teams are going to be facing each other with less items than one team, I fixed that by assigning all other teams that did not participate in the pre-elimination matches one random item, which we will discuss when we get to those teams. Also, since it's the quarterfinals, the team sizes have been increased by half, meaning each team is going to consist of 24 soldiers instead of 16. And as an added bonus, when they defeat their opponent team, they will be collecting 2 items from that team instead of just 1. So, without further ado, let's get the first match set up. The Pyro Pummelers versus the Red Ranchers. Alright. So here we are at the Hall of Artifacts. We have over here the Redstone Ranchers on their horses, wielding gravel and sticks, wearing their lily pad pants, and their new random item, they managed to get some armor. Good for them. That may swing the tide of battle in their favor. And over here on the other side, we have the Pyro Pummelers. They really put all their focus on pummeling the opposition. They have iron core, some blaze powder, and some redstone dust. They're basically focused on punching and punching alone, with some fancy tricks. So, which team will be victorious? Let's find out in 3, 2, 1. And both teams are pouring out of the gate slowly but surely. The Red Ranchers are laying on the fire from a distance, staying away from the traps for the most part. Both teams taking equal losses. Looks like all those dirty tricks that the Pyro Pummelers had in store just aren't paying off, however, as they are being heavily slaughtered by the ranged might of the Red Ranchers. And that's it. They are no more. And another rule that I forgot to mention, in this quarterfinal round, each arena is only going to be played once. This is to give a chance for the arenas less often picked to have a chance of actually turning up in the rotation. Anyway, without further ado, let's gather the 2 random items from the Pyro Pummelers to give to the Redstone Ranchers. And we have some redstone dust, how fitting, and iron cores. And with that, the Red Ranchers get to move on to the semifinals, where they will face either Magenta or Pond Scum. But before that, we have to do Night Snipers versus the Flash Flares. 2 teams that have range attacks facing off against each other, but one with an upgrade for the range. And they will face each other in the Subway Terror. That's going to be a slaughterhouse. Alright, everyone. The teams are all prepared. Over upon the left side, we have the Night Snipers. They are probably the worst nightmare for any team with a fire attack to face, for they have the Cactus Core, which has a chance of putting out the fire they have on them. They have Button Fists and Gravel for ranged attacks, and their new item, they got some mushrooms. Brown mushrooms for the healing. And over on the right side, we have the Flash Flares. They have fire charges for ranged attack. Some regular sticks. They have some redstone dust. They have the read range upgrade to make the range attacks even more powerful and more accurate. I forget which one it actually is. It might be both, might be 9. And, as you can see, they have turtles. And so, let the battle between these two ranged attack users commence in 3, 2, 1. Let the gates open. And the train comes through, flattening one of the Flash Flares. Blacks are taking early losses to the train, but the Greys are taking an equal amount. Fires flying all over the place. Black soldiers are keeping up with the healing, but mainly being taken out by that train. The Night Snipers keeping a nice lead over their opponents, the Flash Flares. There's a Night Sniper blinded by the dust, wandering into the tracks, barely avoiding getting hit. And the fight seems to be winding down in favor of the Night Snipers. And there we have it. Night Snipers are victorious. They will be moving on to the semifinals. And the two items that they're going to be getting from their opponents, the Flash Flares, are Fire Charge and the upgrade. The Night Snipers just got even more deadly with ranged combat. Perhaps they could actually offer a challenge for the Mush Monks, should it come to that. But before we find out if the Mush Monks will move on, we have to find out if Mag Magenta can beat Pond Scum or not. And they shall do battle at the Tranquil Grove. Alright, everyone. Time to get this third round of the quarterfinals underway. Over on the left side, we have Mag Magenta, and they are feisty and raring to go. They have some sugar in their veins, and they have those blaze rods that they started with, and I forgot what else they have. I'm a terrible person at remembering things, but their new item is gunpowder. Yep, they're the only team with instant explosion capabilities when their gunpowder unit dies. And it is going to be an interesting battle because the opponent that they are facing are the Pond Scum. And they still have their lily pad pants. They also have string cores, which help them be resistant to explosions, but only one explosion. On top of that, they have their own explosions in the form of timed explosions that they stick to someone else upon their death. And I think their new item was redstone. I can't remember. Everything has left my mind. I have to go check. Alright, this is the Pond Scum one. Oh yeah, they have slime balls. And these guys also have string. So, both teams have string, meaning explosions are going to be less powerful against each team, which is going to make for an interesting bit of combat. Alright, let's get this battle underway in 3, 2, 1. Kablam! And Mag Magenta is, of course, sprinting across the arena, as they should, considering their super speed. Let's follow the combat over here. They are setting their opponents on fire, and explosions are going off. Both teams, however, are resistant to the explosions. It looks like Pond Scum is actually holding up very well, though, to their attacks. And there's only a few more Mag Magenta units on the field. All those explosions really did a number on them, despite being resistant. And that's it. They are dead. That was fast. Oops. Let's fix that window up, and let's go get them their prize. Good job, Pond Scum. You are proving to be the scummiest of all Pond Scum. I still don't know why I picked that name. Anyway, they're going to get blaze rods and some sugar. Because that's exactly what they need to be even quicker with their charging. And let's go ahead and move on to the last match of the round. Lepus Sleepers versus Mush Monks. I think we all know where this is going to go. And the arena they will face each other in is the Water Palace, of course. That desert is never going to get picked. Okay, everyone. It is time to get this final quarterfinal round underway. Over here we have the Lepus Sleepers. They have bone clubs and sharpened sticks mixed about their units. Their elites ride upon rabbits. And I am once again forgetting what their new bonus thing was. I am really bad at memory today. The Lepus Sleepers had, oh yes, they have quartz held in their offhand so that they can pound the ground and send foes flying backwards. And over here we have the Mush Monks. I forgot their name for a moment. They have speed and mushrooms. They have lightning and they have button fists. And it is a fitting arena for them, for it is a watery arena, meaning they will do more damage with that lightning. Pow pow! Anyway, let's get this battle going in 3, 2, 1, begin. And the Mush Monks zip across the arena. One falls into the water. Lightning strikes out against the Lepus Sleepers, slaying foes, sending them back towards their own gates. The Lepus Sleepers are falling in great numbers. I ask, could anyone have expected anything different going up against a powerful team like the Mush Monks? And we see some Mush Monks being flung back thanks to the quartz of the remaining Lepus Sleepers, but it is not enough. There are 19 Mush Monks remaining. It was a brutal massacre. Well, let's get this all cleaned up, and well, we don't have to get it all cleaned up. We have to get the victory tokens picked out. And their first item is going to be a bone. I'm not sure they would want a bone, but they're going to be able to equip a bone and the button in the same hand. So, that's fine for them. And the quartz. Now, the quartz conflicts with the offhand in a way that another ranged weapon would not. So, We're going to do for them what we did when the other team got a different ranged weapon. We're just going to give them an upgrade of sugarcane. Well, that's it for the quarterfinals. We only have the semifinals, the third place match, and the final battle to go. By my count, that's going to make for one more video in this series. And we only have 2 places left for the battles to go, and it's going to be either the steamy chamber of death or the blistering desert. So, hope everyone has enjoyed the quarterfinals. Give a like if you have. I will see you in the next video. Take care and goodbye.